True View Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Your boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth.
What the hell was that?
You're.
What it do? What the business is? What's good? It's your boy Melon. We're back in the building again, bringing the barbershop to the box office. True View Podcast. Let's go.
All right, now go hang that back up on the wall.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I was not finna wear that shit for the whole.
You make sure you put that back in the Halloween box. Because if wifey can't find that shit,
it's a Halloween box right here.
Yeah, I'm aware. If she can't find the damn decorations come fall, you're gonna have a whole different problem.
Man, we got mannequin heads. We going in.
This week on the True View Podcast,
The beautiful people. Beautiful.
Yo, you remember the band Disturbia back in the day?
I knew I was going to drag you off. I knew I was going to.
I've told this story already. Nah, but it was like, Shorty had the fatty, right? The fatty. And I remember she was into this band called Disturbia.
You see this? You see this, man? You see this mask?
Yeah,
that's the one you need to have right now.
Yeah. Well, listen. It's all good. She'll slap me over the head later. It's all good. Shorty had the fatty, right? But it's high school fatty. But it's the fatty. Yo, Zoe, perfect timing.
Man, I tap in on Jay being freaky. Jay, what the fuck is up?
Right? So, but her music taste was wild because she was into this band called Disturbia. And I remember being like, you know me, back then I was
Disturbed.
Man, I was thirsty too. So I was like, I like the band. So I'm pretending to like this shit, and they had some shit called Coco Crazy. You just listen to it, and it's just a bunch of motherfuckers screaming. I'm pretty sure they said some racist shit. I didn't know. But all that aside, you want to know what the shit that killed me? Like why I had to back off of Shorty? Whole time I'm like infatuated with the booty. She got the head wrap, like the Erykah Badu, the fucking silk wraps, like whatchamacallit? I Am Not My Hair chick, India Ari. That bitch. Yeah, her. She got that going on. Man, Joe, when she took that shit off, it was a rough situation for me. It was
again, thanks again for tuning in to the TV podcast.
It's a rough situation.
It's your
me,
boy.
Bro. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
Man,
MJ.
I'm gonna grab a buckshot to hit it from the back. There's no grip on that. There's no grip on that. What am I supposed to do with that?
There's no stopping this guy.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
The episode just started and you on the booty already?
No, because this is what happened. Let me show you how we got here. It's Mel's fault. Mel reminded me of when Mel said something, and then what you say?
The Marilyn Manson song.
The beautiful
people.
Glance over the fact he just turned Asian for a quick second and said Ramel. Glance over that.
Holy cow.
All right, so then that led me down this road of this chick. I like music like that with this. She was a black chick with a fatty, bro.
I got you.
And do you know how fat that shit has to be able to see that shit through some remember those Juggalo jeans them bitches used to wear back in the day? You remember the black goth bitches? Janko, yeah, them jeans. Shit you can find at Walmart in the box. Don't even come with sizes, just called stuff on it. I'm alone.
So today,
wait, I didn't do an intro. I'm Jay. I'm here.
We know. They know.
Yeah. Oh, they know who you is. Yeah, they know who you is.
All I get no respect. But you know who didn't get respect this week?
Jay Danger
podcast. We are reviewing. This is a horror thriller. I hate the word horror because I don't think I say it properly, but y'all know what I'm saying.
Horror.
A horror thriller.
A triller?
Horror
Thriller.
thriller. A horror thriller, not thriller. All right. So this one, the Black Phone, okay, it stars. What is it about? Finney Shaw is a shy but clever 13-year-old boy who's being held in a soundproof basement by a sadistic mass killer. When a disconnected phone on the wall starts when a disconnected phone on the wall starts ringing, he soon discovers that he can hear the voices of the murder's previous victims, and they are dead set on making sure that what happened to them does not happen to Finney.
I see what they did with the dead set.
Dead set, yeah. That was a nice little pun, double entendre and all that shit. See, I be knowing about rap and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this lag is making me look wild.
I don't think it's the lag.
It's the lag. Like my tongue was sticking out way longer than pause.
Whoa.
All right. Where we at?
Whoa.
Short bus.
You just excited half the north side. What? So
is that where Boys Town is?
Oh, you know. Pause.
What's happening here?
So I didn't I didn't get what exactly was Ethan like. Is he a demon or was he just
so the masks, I guess, is like I chalked it up to his many faces, right? Like just who his expressions, like, you know, laugh, cry, sad, whatever. Yeah, laugh, cry, sad, whatever. I would love them to explain more deeper though, because I agree. I didn't get what I didn't get what the point of the mask. Like, obviously, you want a mask for your situation, for his line of work.
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, but usually there's some explanation.
Wait. This is a line of work?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He wasn't getting paid from it though.
I'm sorry. You don't get paid from your passions right away, Mel. Obviously, we do a podcast, right? You got to put in some work, and later on,
we got a couple checks back in, but weren't very big. But we got
them.
We own our ways.
But yeah, in his line of work, you need a mask. But I mean, outside of the creativity of it being demonic looking, I genuinely don't know the significance. Like,
I didn't get that. I didn't get. Okay, so I got the sister is clairvoyant. I
need to know, but you need to know the story of the mom.
You do need to know the story of the mom.
You need to know the story of the mom.
How come the brother, did he go on to the Sixth Sense? Like,
that was weird.
Walk around seeing dead people. Why is the phone breathing? Like, it was so much.
There's a lot of shortcuts. Okay, now that you point them out, I guess I
don't think he saw dead people, the main character.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
but he talked to him.
Yeah, he heard
and he saw bottles and shit move. So
I think that was more so him. Like, he broke that bottle on the wall.
But did he also spin the bottle and point it towards the window? And
okay, so there's something with the children and the mom and a connection that lets them to be able to either communicate with the other side, be clairvoyant or something. And that does exist there, but like there was no explanation of it throughout the movie. However,
what the hell job did the daddy do?
What daddies usually do.
But what job did he have? Because he just
beat his kids and get drunk.
A nice fifth every day.
Oh yeah, he was definitely a construction worker. He was 100% a construction worker.
I was like,
if this was on the East Coast, I could even tell you where. Like vodka, if it's vodka, he's definitely Irish Catholic in fucking Boston. 100%. I feel that in my bones. Accent wasn't there, but I just felt that in my bones. Actually, vodka, he could even be Russian. He could even be Chicago. Polish, yeah. Like I told you, man. Like, yeah, he could even be that. So definitely in construction, though, some kind of manual labor. No one trusts him with a computer.
Yeah, oh man, this movie just really it shouted out like I felt like it was something that should have been left short. Honestly, I didn't.
No, I think there's a lot there. I think they might be doing one of those situations where it's a 3-parter, and they're doing like the original, then the prequel, and then they go back and do the sequel, and that's kind of annoying because the first one is gonna have some gaping holes in it. Pause.
You know I was like, you ain't gonna pause that. You ain't gonna pause
the first one's just gonna have a lot missing throughout the film, as you've already in the first 11 minutes kind of killed a lot of the fucking basis for the movie. So thank you for that, you fucking curmudgeon. But all that aside, just the general story of man in van kidnaps kids. Like, this is a Midwest thing. Like, you guys grew up around the time where they were doing this shit.
Man, they doing that shit. They not?
Really? Guys.
Yeah, with the trafficking and things, I think this is
I was gonna say, if anything, it's more of a West Coast thing.
Why you gotta make it real? Why you gotta make it real? The trafficking is different.
I mean, most of your crazy white people that kidnap and do this shit are out west. They're in like Colorado. They're in those
Seattle
and places that are east with no alleys,
like New York.
East with no alleys. We got alleys. We got it. We don't use them like y'all. But we got alleys
too. It's garbage day,
dude. Hey, so does Illinois. Illinois got a shit ton of rats. I be seeing them little moose run around. All right, Mickey and Minnie fighting over the cheese. I see it all the time here. But this is the snatching of children in a van is a Midwest tradition. We have to admit that.
A Midwest tradition.
It's a Midwest tradition, y'all.
Bro, what the fuck?
Like, y'all do that shit. Especially when you pretend to be some kind of magician or a clown. That happens here. That's Ohio, Illinois, like anywhere where they just wear a lot of flannel and are always cold and ashy. That's the tradition y'all got. Maybe in your neighborhoods they weren't snatching y'all badasses up. For a fact, anybody snatch up Lamel is leaving him on the next block. So what you going like? It's just gonna annoy him to death, just automatically.
Hey man. Hey.
No.
Well, back to the short bus.
I was just letting them sit in there for a minute. Yeah, got a little sit in.
Like Jay said, we needed to get the mother's story. I think that's part of the short bus in this, but I think it's what you also said, that it leads to a sequel down the road as well, because you have to explain that story of how they have that ability.
That ability, exactly.
Yeah, to see into the afterlife and things like that.
Well, it's a little bit of two different abilities, right? Like one is able to see what's coming next or what's the dangers to come, right?
Or the connections to.
Or the connections to the dangers, right? And the other one can actually communicate with the people that were involved in that situation.
Do you think he got that ability through the trauma, or do you think he always had it?
I think he always had it, and then it came out because of the trauma.
Okay.
It's one of those situations where you just didn't know you could do it until you were forced to. What about you, Mel? Do you think that like he got it like during the trauma, or he always had it and then it came out?
I think the trauma. I think it was more so just the fact that he was connected to all of the victims, and it was more so maybe their spirit was being or haunting that place to get back at the guy, because it was a little too much. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this.
Yeah.
Which and that's part of my shortcoming as well. It was a little too easily laid out of a game plan and everything just conveniently happened and came together. This man was like smart enough to put stuff together. Like, oh, if I take this apart and I could do that and do this, and then
I hear you, Lamel. My pushback on that is like the Home Alone type of excuse. Like you're dealing with grown man's versus a child. The child sets up little booby traps unknowingly and things like that, and the adult is unexpecting of the child's cleverness. And
the whole, but the
looking
whole,
at it like that,
and then
even the whole was a bit much. But I don't know how long he was down there though.
Yeah, I was gonna say the whole being smart enough to flush the dirt. I wouldn't even thought of that.
What else would you do with the dirt?
Well, the young man was a smart motherfucker to begin with.
Yeah. And then you also have to think about it, like once the people, the person doing the capturing, like the one that catches you, never gives you the credit to be smart enough to escape because you got caught. You see what I'm saying? So he's probably not. So I didn't really their little battle at the end of the movie. I actually took it. I didn't think that was too far fetched because I don't feel like Ethan Hawke's character. Let me get his the name in the film. But I don't think his
got a name from the guy, did we?
The grabber. I don't think the grabber. Yeah, he was just the grabber. Yeah,
that's his name, the grabber.
Yeah, they never gave him a name. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Trump 2020. But but I didn't feel as though he was gonna. He really thought that he could get away or he could do. I thought he felt like he had him. He had done it so many times before, so obviously he's not giving him any kind of respect as he approaches him. So that entire little interaction I thought was on point. So, and what I didn't understand was like the point where him and his sister started like their visions start, like his communications and her visions start intersecting. That was it's the spiritual side of things that makes me a little like lost. But if I look at the movie as just that, black and white, so to speak, I thought the story kind of flowed well. Like, for example, I thought it's a very great idea that they use the black balloons. Right?
That they use what?
He used black balloons. Because even if balloons, what am I saying?
I don't know. I ain't know what the hell you said. Balloons, though.
Black balloons.
Yeah. Your Asian came out a little bit.
Yeah. I was like, balloons? What the fuck is a balloon?
Bawoom.
Bawoons. The bawoons.
Bawoom.
Black balloons. Okay? Balloons. Because like just think about the disorientation that causes just in case he were to get away. That kid would not be able to it'll be a lot difficult. It'll be more difficult for him to remember anything of significance to tell the cops if he got away at that scene. Because all he's seeing is just and the static and the rustling of the balloons. So I thought
he gonna blame a black person if he get away. That's what you're saying. And they know that ain't no black people in that community. Except for the cop. So they're gonna be looking at the cop's son. That is smart. You right. Good job.
I didn't go nowhere near that. Like how your brain works is fucking crazy. I went nowhere near that. Like
the kid gonna be like, it was black. Everything was black. Like, okay, we're looking for black man, black balloons.
Let me ask you this. What do you think about the little part they had in there where the grabber and his brother? Like,
oh my gosh.
I thought that was unnecessary.
That was extremely unnecessary.
That piece in how it was utilized was unnecessary.
But I think it was only utilized to have that slasher scene in there because they wasn't gonna slash no little kid on the camera.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things I appreciated about the movie, because for it to be a horror film, I felt as though it wasn't as gruesome as like your Saws or your Texas Chainsaw or even a lot of the shit that's out, right? That came before it. But I didn't know what the story there was with the brother.
I wouldn't it was horror.
Huh?
This is definitely thriller. Like I feel like
this leaned more thriller. I think that, like Mike said, that one scene is why they classified it as horror, probably. But the whole relationship with the brother was just unnecessary, and it lended nothing to the story.
Yeah, no, not only that, but I do think it lends to horror because of the social shock that it has with it.
What do you mean?
As far as children are terrified of being snatched nowadays with the way the news is reporting people going missing and the trafficking and all of that stuff. Jobs are now initiating trafficking type training for associates in the stores and in our casinos, for one. You know what I'm saying?
But
they're alerting people to watch out for certain types of things. And I watched this with my lady and her niece and nephew.
Yeah.
No, it was just her niece. I'm sorry. Her nephew wasn't downstairs. But she was terrified. She was jumping. She was 11 years old. And I was asking her, like, are you actually scared of being snatched? You know what I'm saying? And things like that. She said, yeah, that's something I look out for when I'm outside.
God damn. I mean, yeah, we were all like raised to be aware of our surroundings and not talk to strangers, yada yada yada. But
these motherfuckers ain't really talking to him. He just rolled.
But I also feel like I was never. Maybe it was like just where I grew up, but I was never one to care about like, hey, you want to see a magic trick? Like, and I always had money to buy and I always had my own money to buy my own ice cream or candy. So it was like never really a situation where I always walked with a certain level of arrogance that allowed me to be more disrespectful to strangers than curious. You see what I'm saying? And that's where I think it goes back to parenting. And so I just feel like that kind of training type shit also I think is scary, because I don't need no Karen running up on like fucking Mel walking with his kids. Like, you go have a fucking Karen like thinking he trafficking these little white babies. Like, it's like, no, these are full-fledged half niggas. Like,
I wish motherfucker would try and
like, these are full-fledged.
Motherfucker would.
I mean, they asked my wife.
I would slap the shit out of a woman. I don't give a shit.
So here's the thing. The same woman at my daughter's daycare first asked my wife, what's her connection to my daughter? Right? Like, why is she picking her up? Who are you to pick her up? Then, mind you need a biometric scan to get in. Like, you got to scan your fingerprint to get into my kid's daycare. Right? Mm-hmm. So then,
talk about privilege,
man. You talking about your own pocket? You counting your own pockets right now for the world? Okay,
subtle flex.
That's not a flex. It's really not. It's really not. Half the time the shit don't work and they buzz you in anyway. But and then like a week later, I was telling my wife, I was like, "Yo, this lady just asked me why am I picking up this kid? Like, who am I to this kid?" And I get the thing, but I can't help but feel a little offended given my daughter's,
Wait till that red hair kick in. She'll be good.
That's where, no, but like seriously, like that's one of the things I worry about. Like imagine a Karen rolling up on my mother-in-law or Jackie Or like
either one of them, I'm not worried about because they will cuss a motherfucker out. Both of them. It's like, nah. I think the time it has come for all these fucking Karens and Kevins, Carls, whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's over for them. It is over.
Yeah.
They going
your
back.
time is over.
Oh, it's
Y'all
over.
get snapped, everything.
Oh shit! It is a beautiful world now, bro.
Try me if you want to.
Oh my god,
that's the attitude I walk with. So.
Oh my god, I love it. I fucking love it. Nah, I think so. Yeah, I just worry about those kind of trainings. But yeah,
I lean to agree that most of the shortcomings definitely came from
the story.
The
they
story
came from
itself
a spiritual
and
aspect.
the lack of the backstory, really, like you guys said. It wasn't no motive at all. We don't really understand why he was going through all of that type of shit. And why, because usually they'll go into the killer's backstory sometimes and he was traumatized as a child or something. They didn't do none of that. And we missed all of that in there. And I think that kind of it dulled Ethan's performance more so than anything.
See, I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't say that. I still think feel creepy.
Exactly.
That motherfucker was creepy as shit.
And if you think about it,
with the shirt off and the belt, I was like,
oh my god! And the breathing that he was like. And then if you think about it, majority of the film, he's only using half of his face, or none. For the majority of the film, he's giving you every kind of creepy emotion or every kind of creepy look, just either through his smile or through his eyes. Like, you don't get to see shit else. So you got to give him props for that. What's happening?
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
No, you got you. Yeah, I mean, I might have to stand down. You might be right on that.
Yeah.
I just wanted more for the character. Maybe it dulled the character.
Yes, I will say. Yeah, I can say that it did dull the character.
A sleep apnea machine, because the way that motherfucker with the fucking shit, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
I was very excited about this movie, because I was like, holy shit, a horror flick that I found to be entertaining. Because usually they're just gruesome and unnecessary to me. But now that as we talk about it, I kind of want to lower my score. Because I don't understand, like, there's so much missing here. And then am I the only one that feels like there was a connection with the police? Because when the cops came in, right before they left, they said, make sure you clean that up before your brother gets home. Like, the black cops said to the Ethan's brother, he was like, make sure you clean this up before your brother gets home.
Oh, he pointing to the dope.
Yeah, he pointed to the dope, but how does he know?
I don't think it was. I don't think that was a connection. You know how police be like, I'm not in here for the guns and the drugs. I'm here for.
But how did he know about the brother?
Because he said this is his brother's house, but his brother wasn't home. He said that in that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Probably had a little booger sugar all over the place.
Yeah. So he was telling them, clean that up before your brother gets home, and letting them know that I see you, but I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them type things.
Woo!
Yeah, my bad.
Woo!
Sometimes you forget things. You know what I'm saying?
Even with the mask, y'all thought Ethan was the dopest in this, as far as the actors?
Yes.
I'll agree. You know what? No.
Yes.
The daughter. That's how my daughter talks to the fucking police. That's how I would want because first off, where the fuck is her guardian? Immediately, the second they sat her down, the principal called them to the office and they sat her down. I immediately said, where the fuck is this child's guardian? That's number one. Number two, I love the fact that she ain't snitch on nothing. She ain't had shit to snitch on, but she ain't snitch on nothing. She held her own. Number three, she called them. Oh my God, did I write this fucking down? Oh, I forgot. But like, she cursed those cops out, right? Like, in full-fledged. Cunt farts. She called them cunt farts.
Yeah, so that's your top dog.
That's my top dog.
For that?
Oh, we want to move? Yeah, let's just move on to that.
And crown her ass.
Yeah, that's my drama queen right there.
You jumped right.
You
jumped in. Sorry. You said it. It was a nice segue set up, and you talked right over it. But that's cool.
I mean,
No, I think Madeline McGraw did dope.
Yeah,
Madeline did dope.
She did okay.
I think Madeline McGraw. I think
If it was anybody besides Ethan Hawke, I'd have to give it to Jeremy Davies, who played the brother. Just because you could definitely tell that motherfucker was off. Like it was.
Wait, Mason.
Oh, Jeremy Davies played the father.
Jeremy Davies played the father.
Bad, not Jeremy Davies. I was talking about the brother.
Okay. Mason Thames.
Mason Thames. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeremy. I ain't mean to give you no credit because they do too well. But
I still don't know what you did.
don't nobody know what you did. But the brother, because the brother, you could tell he was off, even while he doing his little lines and shit.
Yeah.
Looking at the map, like you could tell something was off. Even his last scene when he goes down to the basement, I knew it. I knew it. I was like, this motherfucker.
See, here's my the other reason why I just love the daughter was because watching her, the obvious, because remember twice they showed before the capture her going off on her own, right? And so it's obvious you're like, oh, this little bitch about to get taken
in the middle of the night.
Exactly. While all this shit going on, and then he's just like, yeah, cool. Now, for me, I'm looking at it like, yo, ain't no fucking way she's not getting captured. As I watched the film, though, I realized ain't nobody fucking with that little broad. She gonna like she too gangster. She gonna fuck you up.
No, because homeboy only wanted little boys anyway, so she was good.
Yeah, I think it was a pattern of only boys. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. I will. Was it only boys?
Yeah.
It was.
Before that, yeah. Shit.
I don't know. I think I would have to give it to Ethan in this. Just because he did dope. But I'm gonna give my honorable mention to Jeremy Davies, who played the father.
Oh,
y'all kind of threw him some shade, but yo, for you to get on screen, I hope you get another job, sir. I'm gonna say that first. I hope you get another job. For you to beat a little white girl on camera like that, I don't know if you're gonna work again, sir.
Although I thought that was slick how they did it. Like he was able to do it without doing it because he had to throw it
right.
Like, all right,
to the ground, right? Yeah, but he was whacking her a couple times. Looked like, and I was like, hold on, man, they don't do this in Hollywood,
man.
That's why you crowning this motherfucker.
He get an honorable mention.
Mike, we ain't never gonna make it, man.
I just hope he works again.
Well, no, to just to back Mike on that, I will say he did a phenomenal job with the backstory that they gave him. This motherfucker had to be drunk the whole time. He done went through this shit with his wife.
Absolutely.
We don't know what happened to the wife. And now the daughter doing that shit. Yeah, so the daughter, he's like, oh, hell no. Motherfucker, you don't have no dream.
My assumption of the mom was that she was in a
mental institution.
Mental institution. Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, I mean, but then wouldn't I feel like then there would be more of a stigma towards that whole family. Like that whole family would have been like the talk of the town of like, oh, that's the one with the crazy mom. And I didn't really get that from the school.
I think the boy was getting that shit, that kind of shade from the boys beating him up.
Okay.
And him just being a nerd and all of that and just kind of. So I mean, it showed. It did show.
For me, the only time I kind of found the father to be a good actor was when he reacted to her dropping the fifth, because that's 100. Like my liquor.
Don't you do that?
My liquor.
You dropped it, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Bridget, and don't put no ice on that bottom. That was an uncomfortable line. For him to be able to like say that, I see he's deserving of an honorable mention, but he's still my drama queen.
Yeah.
He's still my drama queen.
Yeah, he's still my drama queen.
I can't.
I had to back you. Yeah, I back.
Especially like that reunion scene at the end, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all was right, goddammit. I didn't know. I drink to that.
No, sorry.
If I see him acting again, that mug is cold.
Oh, man.
Well, we might be in the prequel to this shit.
That's something to look at.
Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh.
What we get? I did want to point out, I can see why they ended up pushing this, because it was actually supposed to be dropped in January of 2022. But the pre-screening got such rave reviews that they ended up pushing it to make it a summer release for the more money, which makes perfect sense why they would do that. Like, but upon watching this, I was kind of like, what the fuck was they watching? What kind of screening did they watch?
I didn't, like I said, I didn't think it was that bad. As I talk it out now, I see a lot of the plot holes that exist in it. But
on top of the plot holes, they did pay homage to a lot of your killers, like real life serial killers. Like you can see, the way he trapped his victims and kidnapped them. Yeah. It was paying homage to Ted Bundy.
Is that Tim Bundy or John Wayne Gacy?
That was Bundy. That one should have been Ted Bundy, I think. Okay. It could have been Gacy too. Now that you say that, but
because I thought Gacy was the one with the
Gacy was the one who he beat the shit out of his victims with belts. So that's where you get. Okay. That's where you get him. And then Dahmer, they said that one of his victims escaped and got recaptured. So they were.
Gotcha.
They were paying.
And I thought what was dope was like the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre would have came out around the setting of this time. So like for that to be the talk of the movie, like amongst the kids, I thought that was kind of. I like when they throw little nuggets around of the time they're in, you know, to kind of just make things a little bit more authentic. Thought the wardrobe was on point. I thought that was pretty dope. I thought your bicycles back in the day were death traps. Fucking death traps. Like
I thought the girl was about to get captured by Pennywise.
Dude, when she fell.
She had the same fucking outfit as Georgie. I was like, oh shit.
I'm pretty sure that was the same street. Don't
grab the red balloon, motherfucker. Don't grab the red balloon.
Yo. And this is an unpopular opinion. All right. So the little blonde hair dude, the one that was, he said used to scare him. It was like the last victim before his boy.
The pinball boy.
The pinball boy.
He beat the shit out their head. You fucked up a game.
Now that dude was a terrorist. And I feel as though,
when he said that.
When he said that bitch, right?
Come at me, bitch. I was like, oh, shit.
My brain immediately went to he was going to grow up to beat his wife. Like, this pinball game was the height of his life.
So then was the grabber a hero then?
Unpopular opinion. That's where I'm going with it. That's where I'm at. See, Mel, that's why you're my brother. Because, like, you saw where my brain was going. Then you just finished it. So, unpopular opinion. Do certain kids just need to get grabbed a little bit?
Whoa, Paul.
Phrasing?
Oh, wait a minute.
Is it the phrasing? Was it the phrasing?
I don't know. Brother didn't say shit like that afterwards. Don't be doing that.
But is it the phrasing of it? Like what?
So had the right idea. He's like, let me get the fuck off this motherfucker.
Yeah. The views and opinions held by Jay
Mike
are not that of the True View podcast.
Miggity Mike. Don't do that.
Nor any of the streaming platforms that we are on.
He rocking. He got Jay rocking.
I'm just asking. I just wanted to pose this question. Like, you know the little bad shit. Like the kid that said, I just want to do ratchet shit with my friends and smoke with cigarettes. Like that
So you
kid.
want him to get grabbed, dog?
I'm just saying, like, if he did, would it be such a bad thing for society? What is that kid growing into?
I don't think Ethan could have got it, or the grabber. I don't think the grabber could have got away with this with black kids.
I feel like that's a common sentiment, but I feel like it's also incorrect. Because I love Bean. I love Bean. But Bean would have been in the back of that van.
Don't be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
No, Bean would have been in the back of that van.
Man.
2, not so much. 2 would have fucked him up. But listen, but I'm just curious. So we just gonna leave it. All right, fine, fuck it.
Oh yeah, Dom is toast.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Dom is toast. Landon is toast.
Damn.
Shit. One thing about like mine, she don't trust people. She don't like people. So
nobody.
I'm just saying, shorties don't pay attention like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the question that I asked. But it seems as if y'all are trying to move on from it. So we can move on.
Question, sir? What was your question?
My question, sir, do you feel there are...
No. We answered your question and moved on already.
We cut you off.
All right. Okay. I warned and I spun the block on that shit.
He says, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute.
So y'all really believe everybody should be safe?
Let's get this clear. Like,
oh my God. Y'all got any other liquor beats?
Oh God.
I think Ethan is dope at these thriller horrors. I think he is.
The voices that he be doing.
I don't think he magnified in his career, but every time he does it, I'm interested, man. He does well in these.
This is a nice little lane for him.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a nice little lane for him. He's one of the few comeback actors that, like, when they got their second chance, didn't blow it. You know what I'm saying? Like, after The Wrestler, Mickey Rourke should have been through the fucking roof. You know what I'm saying? And then did one, like, and then it just didn't happen for him again. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that he's not wasting the opportunity.
Yeah, like you said, I like that he leans into that type of character as well, too. You know, often the leading guy doesn't want to play something behind the mask. You know
what?
Wait, hold on. I see what you did there.
That's a very good point. But that's more so, I also feel like he was never the pretty guy either. And I feel like pretty guys don't want to be behind the mask. But if you are like an awkward leading man, like if you look at like the guy that played the mechanic or the machinist, Christian Bale. Yeah. He's one of those guys, like, he has the face, but he doesn't care about his face. Like, he's willing to go to the awkward dysmorphia to fit if it fits the character. But question, one thing I noticed was that they were drinking orange juice that was in a jar, right? And one thing I was thinking about while I saw that was, did they squeeze the orange juice and was that freshly squozen orange juice, or did they buy carton orange juice?
Did you say squoze?
Yeah, like freshly squozen orange juice, or is it like a Tang situation? Is it like a Tang situation?
What the fuck is a squozen?
Squeeze, squoze, whatever. You know what I'm
You got one more, and I'm throwing these headphones across the room, dog.
What the fuck is a squozen, bro?
Wait, am I alone on this?
Yes, don't nobody else say squozen.
Okay.
That is not a word.
All right. I've freshly squeezed
orange. I saw Boulder Dash, sir.
Is it freshly squeezed? Is it a Tang? Or did they buy it in a box and pour it in the jar?
And what are you talking about necessarily? I'm not
even... So
the sparkling juice that they was drinking out the bottle?
Nah, they had like on the table when she dropped because he was making screwdrivers, right? I know this because that was my breakfast of choice too. But like he was making the screwdrivers, and then she dropped the vodka, and on the counter was like the orange juice that was in like its own.
That's that That's that ghetto fabulous orange drink.
Let's say that's an Aldi special.
Okay, so wait, what is that?
The Aldi? Oh man, you can get them.
It's not like the Tang, but it's like what's that shit called? Tampico.
Tampico.
What the fuck is Tampico?
That's what it's like.
Yeah, that's how we know you lived a privileged life, sir.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't have those kind of things growing up. I mean, you know what? We can move on.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. You didn't have those types of things.
We can move on.
Any other looking piece? What he done? You fanning it off.
It's a little hot in this room right now.
Any more look at me?
No.
I
just wanted to make sure I threw Ethan some more flowers. I did give him the crown, but in these, I just think he does an excellent job. Having to play behind the mask is not often, favored by star actors. So I just want to, throw that shot at him.
That's what's up.
You are the father. You are not the father.
This was. Oh, go ahead.
Go for
it. Don't Breathe, mixed with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay. It's not bad. This is
Pulp Fiction meets Quiet Place.
This is Home Alone.
Home Alone, okay.
Meets Children of the Corn.
Which Home Alone?
Don't matter.
The original.
Yeah,
so Home Alone 3?
No, 1 is the original. 1 is the original. Okay. This is... Let me see. Spiral.
Got another? Okay.
Yep, this is Spiral mixed with Keanu.
This is Sinister mixed with Dennis the Menace.
Sinister. Dennis the Menace.
All right, let's see.
I wasn't expecting that one.
This is Jingle All the Way.
Ooh.
Mixed with Don't Fuck with Cats.
Damn. Okay. This is...
Just being crazy about it.
This is Taken. Mixed with Problem Child.
This is that's a good one. This is The Silencing. Mixed with The Golden Child.
Oh, the Golden Child.
All right. This is It and Instant Family.
Damn.
Because he just kind of like adopted all these kids. He just didn't like make them stay alive. He was just not a good parent, but he did kind of just. Also, why kids, dude? Like, kids are a lot. Why would you want to like snatch up kids? You could tell you don't have a father. You're not a father. That's the only people that can do this shit.
Man. It is what it is, yo. We got any more? Okay.
No, I'm not gonna.
It is everyone's favorite game show. Rename that movie.
Gotcha, bitch.
Bustin' Loose.
Behind the Mask.
Man Cave.
Masculinity.
Black Bawooms.
Bawoom. You know that's in the running. Got that? Whoa.
Oh God.
Oh, what do you say? Squozed. Freshly squozed.
It's clear you never watched Martin growing up.
Let's see.
Smiling Faces.
Ooh.
Trading Places.
Ooh, yeah.
What about
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Swiper, no swiping.
Damn. This motherfucker come in with the door. Okay.
How about this one?
That's respect.
The Tender Swindler. How about
The
that?
Tender Swindler.
No, the Tender.
Yeah.
Swindler.
Yeah. TEN. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said. Oh, you did say that.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
He totally did, Jay.
That's probably why it popped into my head as something to use.
Yes.
Because it was already said.
Right.
Yeah.
All the boys.
All the boys. Boys Club. Boys to Men.
Boys to Man. That's a good one. That's it. Boys to Man.
The good old boys.
Man boy. Oh God, what was it? Trump 2024.
What? Let's go, Brandon.
Because red. Huh?
None.
Blackout.
Hey, was that a Republican shot, Zoe? Listen, bro, I'm also wearing blue. I'm American.
This is Bawoom Gate.
Bawoom.
Oh shit!
I like that. I like that one. That's my pick.
Bawoom.
You the one said it. I don't know. Before in my life.
You was getting your China Mac on.
Oh God! Shouts out to China Mac. God, why am I drawing blanks right now?
I like Bawoom Gate. Boys to Man.
I like Balloon Gate.
No, it's Bawoom. Bawoom Gate.
All right, man. We're gonna call it. What is the overall? So, ladies and gentlemen, official rename for the Black Phone. We're gonna figure out the spelling.
Hear it calling
In the end. Hold on. And I can feel. No, all right, we done. Phil Collins. Phil
Cosby? Is that what he said?
I'm tired.
I'm about to take it and toss it, dog. It's over.
I'm sorry. It's over. Throw it. You're right. You're absolutely right. I ain't even mad at you. I'm done. I need a nap. God, Phil Cosby. Wow. Okay.
It had a whole nother meaning if you got a Phil Cosby singing. I can feel it coming. That's it.
So the official rename for the Black Box, the Black Phone.
The Black Phone, goddammit.
Oh my God, is gonna be Bawoom Gate.
We some nuts, man. Let's get off this shit, dog. It's over. It's late. It's over.
Late. It's time, man. It's time. Yeah. The official score is going to be a 3.
Find out.
Oh shit!
I think I would have enjoyed this more if if it didn't end. If the ending was different, like if it ended with someone dying. with one of the main characters.
Shit, 5 boys dying. It didn't.
I think they should have done something else. But the idea of like the prequel, then the sequel, kind of makes sense. You got the 3 masks. You got so many plot holes that they have to fill in. You can't leave. If you leave it as this, then it's just going to be a bad horror flick. You you fill in the other two parts where you can, kind of explain a lot of the things that were happening here, then it becomes a cult classic first movie that turned into like maybe one of a great thriller trifecta of a movie, I guess. So that's my overall take on it.
This doesn't have very high rewatchability for me. I did recommend this to my wife. But I mean, it has its clever parts with the kids, talking to the boy, everything that they were telling him through the phone, he had to utilize in order to overcome, which was cute. I forgot to bring that up and look at me, but it just, to me, it wasn't a very well told, complete story. There's too many holes and gaps in this. And it kind of didn't do enough to leave me to where I wanted to know more. I was just kind of like, all right, it looks like this was a short that they stretched out to make a film. And when they do it like this, it doesn't pique my interest that high. So
that's respectable. What about you guys, Mike?
No, this is slightly recommendable. I'll use that term. I say that just because I think real horror fans that won't get what they need from this. Real thriller fans won't get what they need with this. This was if I had to like put it in context, this was
context.
Yeah, that's what I said. Context.
You said contacts, like the things you put them.
If I had to put it in context, this would be under like
you just overtalk me and shut me up. Is that
the Blair Witch or something like that? You know what I mean? As far as the thriller and
so you're basically saying
everything like that.
It didn't do either one of its categories complete.
I'm not saying it definitely was a thriller. It definitely was a thriller. Blair Witch was a thriller more than a horror. More
than a horror, but okay. Yeah. I never saw Blair Witch. I didn't think
Blair Witch or Blair Witch.
I'm gonna go home.
Since you trying to do me, all right.
That's what I get.
Just the karma. That's
the
karma, right?
It's fair.
I don't think it's rewatchable either, though. Like what Mel said, it once you get what it concludes to, I think that kind of ruins the rewatchability of it. It doesn't really have to extend that to the movie. But I do think it's set up to be something in that sinister game where we get more than that thing.
Okay. All right. Well, Zoe, you got any closing outtakes on it?
Nah.
Yeah, that's about how I feel too. So ain't no. Well, I can tell you what, you guys can go to TruVuePodcast.com. Tell us if we got it right. TruVue Podcast, where you can find everything True View. You can like, subscribe, share, comment to help us defeat that all-powerful algorithm that's trying to hold a black pod down. And thank you for following us on the YouTube. Make sure to hit that bell for notifications. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure to share us with somebody and leave a comment to help us defeat this all-powerful algorithm. TruVue Podcast. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. Thank you.
All right, man. Go watch some shit. Oh, I was shouting out the vibes where they're always venting.
Yep.
As always. Yes, sir.
Always.
Check them on the interwebs at VINTYVIBEZ.
Yes, sir.
Check them out for all your household and DIY needs.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you hit that like button too.
This chick I used to talk to said I had mush mouth. I think she was right if she listened to this episode. So that being said, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Go watch some shit, man.
God damn.
True View Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth. What the hell was that?
You're